Okay, so hey, this is Rebecca, obviously, and I haven't done a DR in a while, like a long, long while. And since I thought since we're at Final Four, that I would go ahead and do like a this is my game type DR thing for Big Brother Online 2. Okay, so the game began, and I immediately got like offers up the wazoo for alliances because I mean I'm fairly well known in the community, but I'm not known to be like a threat. So I feel like that's good. It's like a good reputation that I have. Besides power struggle, like let's not talk about that. But I think I've redeemed myself from power struggle, thankfully. So yeah. So I got offers immediately. Colin, he messaged me. He's like, "Final two?" I'm just like, "Sure, okay." And then I get a message from, oh god, it's been so long, Jade or someone. There was an All Girls Alliance, which never works. It never does. People try it every year. It never works every year because girls get mean. And Cleon to boys for support or something. I don't know. But that basically went way downhill. So I was in a Girls Alliance, and then there is the Boston Harbor, I think, which was basically like an RBB3 people alliance because it was like me, Cole, Caitlin, Dan. I don't remember if Pemberton or Duran were in it. But yeah, I was in all that. Um, and I basically coasted through the first few weeks because everyone wanted Chris out, and then everyone wanted Josh out, and then everyone wanted, and it just, and then there were all like the DQs and the, like the people quitting, and so there was a lot of drama there. And my game didn't really start like I feel like my game took a big turn whenever we were voting out between Maddie, who was it between? Maddie, Josh, and someone else. Uh, Sorry, it's been a long time. And that was my Boston Harbor Alliance. Figured out. I knew they knew. As soon as the votes came back, and it was literally, I was a swing. I knew that they knew I didn't vote Maddie out because I was in an alliance with Maddie. Oh yeah. I wasn't in an official alliance with Maddie yet, but I trusted Maddie way more than I trusted Josh, and I didn't know the other kid. So I kept Maddie. And at that point, I decided to branch off from the old alliance and start talking to the boys that I trusted the most. The ones that I felt like I honestly could take through this game. And that was Colin, David, and Maddie, and myself. And we became a 4-person, like, I don't want to say majority alliance, but I guess technically we were because everyone kept leaving. So yeah, we kind of had no issues. We worked really well together. Everyone got along with each other. It was great. I knew as soon as, and like I said, I knew that they knew. And as soon as David told me that he was also in an alliance with them, but they're a separate alliance and they're a totally different chat and everything, I was like, okay, I'm done with all of them. I have never trusted Caitlyn. I will never trust Caitlyn. I don't trust Dan. I think if I got into a position in a game where I started working with Dan from the beginning, I could maybe trust Dan. But I would never take him to the end, ever. Because he would 100% always beat me. And then Cole, once Caitlin's out of the picture, I trust Cole. But as long as Caitlin is in the picture, there is absolutely no trust. Because I know he will always choose Caitlin over me. And that's just a fact. So once she left, I knew Cole was vulnerable. Because at the time, our entire alliance just left. It was all gone. All the people that he cared about, all the people he trusted with the exception of Brittany, were gone. And so I knew he was going to come crawling back. And I told my men that. So the one person in this game that I trusted without a doubt, 100%, was David. I've liked David since the very beginning. I've trusted David since the beginning. And he's honestly been the one person that in this game that I would never, unless 100% necessary for me to make it to the end, have backstabbed him. And I haven't. And I don't think I will because I respect David so much. But let's think about all the people that I have final threes with or final twos with. Colin, I've had since day one. Cole, I've had, and David, I have. The only person that I will honestly take to the final two, if there was I guess now final three, is David. That's the one person I intend on taking because I feel like it would be a fair battle. It would be a fair fight. Because we've both played very similar games. We've both played okay games. And I want a person to win that I believe deserves to win. And I feel like with this 4, I'm okay with anyone winning. Mostly myself or David, obviously, though. So let's jump to when we were getting out the girls. I get a text I'm in Illinois. I get a text from Cole. And at this point, it's me, Cole, and David. We also have a 3 thing, kind of. So basically, the only one I don't have a solid alliance with is Colin. I love him to death. He's not on enough. This is so messy. But so Cole texts me, and he's like, and this I think he's HOH. I think. I don't know if he's HOH. For the week that Brittany and Ariana go home. He texts me and he's like, I need you to vote out Maddie and Ariana. And I'm like, I'm on board with Ariana, but I'm voting out Brittany. I can't. I'm not voting out Maddie. And I told him all this bull crap about how I know that he only wants me to keep Brittany for his benefit. And I know that's true. I know he only wants to keep Brittany for his benefit. So I'm not voting out Brittany. I'm not voting out Maddie. Not because I don't want to get rid of Maddie, because I don't want to get rid of Brittany. Or because not because I don't want to get rid of Maddie, because I do want to get rid of Brittany. But honestly, the reason I need to get rid of Brittany, because if I got rid of Brittany, I would become Cole's number 1 ally. I would be his last glimmer of hope. He would have no choice but to be loyal to me. Because I'm all he's got left. And I think he also trusts David. I don't think he's as close with David as he is with me. I may be wrong. They may have been deceiving me the whole time. They may have a final 2 and they may boot me. I don't know. And then we get down to me, Cole, Maddie, Colin. And I think that's it. I don't know. Which was Cole wins HOH. And he noms David and oh God, it's not even that long ago. I think David and Colin. Yeah, he noms David and Colin. This becomes the most important veto. The best case scenario for this veto is for me to win, take David off the block, replace him with Maddie, and backdoor Maddie. Because this will seem like, because then all three people that I have a final 2 deal with would be in the final 4. And me. And this way my number 1 ally is safe, and I'm safe, and he had no other choice but to put Maddie up on the block. And it happened. I don't know if I got lucky, if I'm really good at shooting apples, or if everyone else just gave up. But it happened. And I was so thrilled because I was only 1 ahead of David, which, I mean, I would be thrilled if David did win POV that week, but I needed to win it. Because if I didn't win, I might have gotten up, and I might not be here. So I'm thankful that I won POV that week, or last week. And then I got to take David off, and the best thing that could happen happened. And basically everything was just falling into place. And now I'm at Final 4 with my 3 biggest allies in the entire game. Partially because everyone else quit or got disqualified. And partially because I feel like I actually won things this season. And I feel like I played a decent game. I feel like I was 1 step ahead of everyone. Like, the decision to vote out Josh instead of Maddie, or was it Teddy? I don't know who it was. The other guy instead of Maddie. I knew it was gonna have consequences. I knew they were too smart to believe that, oh yeah, I voted out Josh, and I feel so bad for not remembering his name. Was it Damien? Teddy? I don't remember. I knew that they would figure it out as soon as it happened. They knew when the lines flipped. And I feel like they were so close, they knew it was me. And once they knew it was me, they were like, okay, we can't trust her anymore. Peace out. But I was 1 step ahead. I already had my plan B in motion. I already knew what I needed to do. I needed to establish a firm 4 alliance with David, Maddie, and Colin. And I did. And therefore, they kept me safe. Not as much as they kept me safe, I didn't ride anyone's coattail. I won competitions. I talked people into things. My alliance, David and we took turns winning things. Cole won things, and as soon as Caitlin and Dan left, I feel like that was way more beneficial for my game than if they would have stayed. Because if they would have stayed, Dan would have won everything, or Caitlin would have won everything, and I would be your number 1 target because I flipped. So them leaving was probably the best thing that could possibly have happened. Because then Cole was basically left with nothing. With no one besides Brittany. And he knew that Brittany wasn't, and he knew that Brittany was not in with the other people. So Brittany was going to go up, and it was just a matter of time. And when she did, I voted for Victor, because that would ensure that I was Cole's main ally. I was his loyalty besides himself. And the fact that I never had to nominate one of my alliance members, and when I did, and I had to nominate Colin because he was a pawn, and I had no other choice. But I don't know. I feel like I played a smart game. I feel like I played a good game. I feel like people are going to, even if I do win this one, I'm still gonna get like a lot of, oh, you didn't actually win a game, you won the Big Online too. Because they look down on it because so many people got DQ'd and unlocked. But I beat Josh. I beat Chris. I beat Amanda. I beat Maddie. I beat lots of people that have gone further than me at the games. So I do feel like I deserve to win. And if that makes me sound conceited, I'm sorry, I'm not. But I honestly feel like everyone in the Final Four deserves to be here. Mostly David, myself, and Cole. Because Cole's had it rough this game. Partially at my hand, partially at the fact his main allies left. But yeah, that's my game, I guess. It's been long, so I probably missed a lot. Bye.